Hi guys, it's Nige, Locking Hill Independent Estate Agents, and it's still Tuesday today, and this is why I also love Melksham, because today we're just going to look just in there behind me, a very handsome, attractive, double-fronted, Grade 2 listed building, absolutely stunning building in fact, in King Street, number 59 King Street. And what can I tell you that this has got to offer? I think it's the second time I've sold this property now in the last 20 years. So it's an absolute delight to put this one on the market. But there's so many reception rooms in this property, guys. There's double bedrooms, there's 4 of them. There's 2 en suites, bathrooms. There's the living room, massive living room with a fire. It's got a family room with it. It's got a dining room with it. It's got a stunning kitchen room. Outside, lovely garden. There's an old detached piggery. There's the garage, there's the carport, there's the parking. It's an absolute pleasure to have this property back on the market for quite some number of years now. What can I say about it? I think what we should do is just get inside and have a look. But with all my property tours, guys, I'm just going to spin the camera around. King Street is just the artery road that's going into the main town centre of Melksham. It is in a conservation, it is Grade 2 listed. So obviously if people are after that character with inherent charm, this is definitely going to be your bag. So let me turn the camera around, then we're going to explore the property at 59 King Street. And here we go, guys, 59 King Street. As you can see, the road just takes you up further there. There's a petrol station just there on the right. There's the Lyric School. And if you want to link up to the A350, you just turn left by the roundabout. That takes you up. Trowbridge then can go further on the A350, Warminster, Westbury, towns like that. You can also link back on yourself and then go further up to Bower Hill, and then that takes you to the school, and then further up from that you could go towards Devizes, from Bower Hill just past Sells Green as well, and you can link into Seamed as well. Just further down the road you can see how close it is to the proximity of the town, great into the market town of Melksham. You know, I'm a fit lad, it's going to take me 2 minutes. Anyone else, it can take you 3 minutes. I mean, it really is, it's right on your doorstep, this property. And of course I'm itching to show you inside this property as well, but I wanted to just show you first, there is a door there, that's a side passage, that then links you into the rear. They've even got some planning permission from old that can make a little neat atrium in there, which we'll show you in a minute, and a little conservatory garden room with a shower room. But as we're just walking along, before the traffic gets me on this road, I just want to show you the elevations here and how deep this property is really set. Just going further along, because the cars are coming now, you've got your driveway into. Now this is a shared driveway, and there's only 2 of you guys. So let me just show you this first. We'll look at it again with a bit more detail, but you bring your car up. There's your neighbour. Ample parking for your neighbour. And as you can see, little sign, brick walling, and it brings you into this area here. There's the detached piggery, which is, again, I don't know if it's part of the conservation, but it's a lovely detached piggery. Could you do something with it? Probably. You'd have to pay a bit of money, maybe making that into an office. But at the moment, it's a great store room for something, so it's there for storage. And of course, you can see this oak-built framed garage there, roof, carport, garage in there. There is a car in there that I'll show you. But as you can see here, ample parking, guys, for, let's be conservative, let's say 4 cars, but certainly you could put more in, but we'll say 4 for now. Let's just turn the camera around. It is a grey day, we're in December, don't forget, it's the 14th, so you're not going to get all the sun and the beauty of this character to show, but you can see the elevations and the extensions over the years to number 59. I remember when I sold it first, you know, years ago, it was an absolute delight. We had it in the spring, it was beautiful. You can see some wrought iron gates there. So what we're going to do, and I'm going to go in through the rear, we're going to go through those gates, through that door. I'm going to take you into explore this beautiful property, number 59 King Street. So here we go, right on gates, push it through. You can see it opens up into a section of the rear garden. Already you can see some hungry koi fishies, and that we'll have a look at later. Come back on yourself there, and there you can see the size of this building. You can see the later additions, which we will take you through again. There's your wrought iron gates, there's your parking. Let's start making our way into the property. You can see this lovely attractive stone pathway. Big mushrooms to welcome you in, bringing you good luck. There's one extension. And of course, I'm just going to turn that camera around before we go in there, just so you can get an idea of the quirkiness and the charm and what's going on with this property. Because it's a great grade 2 listed property, you know, pretty much in the centre of Melksham, and they're one-offs. You just don't see them. So it's going to create a lot of furore. It's going to create a lot of, you know, interest, this I should say, stimulate the interest, especially this time of the year. And if you want some character, you've been on the lookout for something like this, then this is definitely going to be your bag, because we're going to go through that door and take a good look around. So when we come, and I'm just going to close the door on ourselves, and this links you straight into the kitchen dining room. You can see that lovely travertine flooring there, plenty of storage space for white goods, area there all built in, windows. I just spin this around. You can see the kitchens really speak for themselves. You're going to have eye-level cupboards, you're going to have base units, you're going to have windows, areas for cookers, space for cookers, range cookers, you name it. This kitchen's going to have it. And there's that dining area. And of course that just links in nicely to the rear again. And then if I spin this around, you can see there's a door. And I'm just going to pop the camera up there because I want to talk about that area now. Because in this area, so let's go out there and see. I'm just going to open this up now. There's obviously a little rear courtyard, but it's intriguing, this courtyard, because back in 2003 or 5, hold on, I'm just going to finish off by that. That was that front door, the blue door I showed you earlier. But there was some planning permission. And up here, all this was going to be covered over. There's going to be a little atrium, and we've got the old plans, and there's going to put a shower and then a cloakroom or utility, and this was all going to be built in to create another beautiful room, which actually someone else can still do. They'd have to go back to the planning department, but they forgave the rights back in 2003 or 5, so it would be to reapply. But what we've got, we're going to leave it in the kitchen, guys. You can see obviously there's 2 other doors that will link you into inner hallways in a minute, and I'll show you in a minute. But in the kitchen, when you're ready to do the viewings, and we're going to just obviously clear the kitchen out, we would have the old plans on the table there, and either myself, Alicia, or my colleague Julie will be able to show you the plans that were there for that extension. But isn't this a magnificent kitchen in itself? Brilliant. And this is what these tours are about. They're there to demonstrate the possibilities of every home. I get a lot of compliments about my tour. I'm there to help, you know, and at the end of the day, you know, something like this, when we walk you through a property like this, there's a lot of information to take in, and that's my job, is to make it a lot easier, just to give you that information and then the possibilities and the potential as well. So we come from the kitchen, and then we come into start to come into the inner part of the property. You can see that lovely flooring. So it looks oak, it could be oak effect, it's wooden, whatever you want to call it. But there's your windows, and then you can see the character as we walk through into what we're calling this the dining room. So it's a decent double, plenty of areas there for chest of drawers. Love the purple, it looks like Lock and Key's corporate colours, gotta say that because it's brilliant. Little sneak preview in there. Turn that camera around again, and then you can see that opens up nicely into the kitchen, breakfast room or dining room. Obviously you can see there's an attractive fire there, log fire, which does work. I'm sure on viewings the owners will even have that out. See another door, latch, door opening up into that inner courtyard, where again I showed you where the possibility of the old planning permission which was granted outside. But let's focus on this dining room. So a great room again, roaring fire, kids running around during the kitchen, garden open up in the summer. Beautiful, beautiful character. And look at that flooring there. We never say what type of flooring it is. It could be wood, it could be oak, it could be anything, but it's an attractive effect flooring, whatever it is. Little radiator there. And then as that opens up from my purple, the continuation of that flooring then goes into this living room. And again, you can start to see the features of this living room. There's that attractive fireplace. It looks like a cast iron style fireplace. I say style because they could be reclaimed. It looks pretty original, but don't quote me on that. But whatever it is, it's definitely a nice focal point of the room. And it's a decent size. And then you've got those inset ceiling spotlights as well, giving it that light. Plenty of room here for freestanding sofa units, all keeping it nice and cozy. And look at those nice multi-pane little windows there, plants. Really attractive recesses as well that go into the chimney breast, and that gives you that space as well that you can take advantage of with TVs. Even things like bookcases can be built into those, you know. I've seen so many different variations of recessed areas. Love the little windowsill there, little wooden windowsill, cute plants. You've noticed there's a door that goes into another inner passageway. But I just want to finish off, there's a radiator there. There is a gas boiler, which we'll show you somewhere upstairs. Can't remember where it is, but it is upstairs. That does the heating along with the fires. That will give you the heat if you want it natural. Out we come again. And we're just going to stop the transition for a minute, and then we're going to go into this inner passage. Coming from the living room with that fat, attractive fireplace, mentioned the windowsill, we're just going to go into another inner passage. And here you can see stairs that will take you to the first floor. Obviously with this property, guys, you're going to see there's a floor plan that will map it out, but it's quite a lot to take in sometimes, which is why we like just to end the transition and then start the video again. And then again, another door, and that links you into that courtyard again. Remember, there was planning permission. You could do something with that area, enclose the whole thing in, make some more rooms or whatever, but the idea was pretty cool that what they had that they wanted to do back then. Attractive little built-in cupboards, not going to open them up. And then you can see the continuation yet again of this flooring. A bit of an area under the stairs, shelving, radiator, flooring again. And then this links from this doorway into the front of the building. So from the front where you saw the attractive paned windows at the front, that's two of them, two radiators either side, main door. They don't use this to come in, they go around the back, which I think anybody sensibly would do themselves. You've got a big shelving unit there. And then look at the features again, the stone brick exposed walling. That's a fireplace itself with no fire in it. Recess either side, which again, you've got some shelving there. Absolutely brilliant. Turn it around, and there we have a really, I'm calling this the family room, by the way, because the living room's in the other one with the fire. So you can only call them something, and you can't call them the same room. Well, I could call this living room 2, which is quite apt actually. But whatever room you want to use this could be kids' room, it could be a cinema room, it could be your family room, a dining room. You know, it's whatever anybody wants to use it and call it. Or not even call it, just to use it with. I'm just going to pop that back out there. And there again. Here we have this family room, stroke living room. Just going to show you one more time the angle. Coming this way. Just because I like to show you all the aspect and the size of this room. So there we go. In a nutshell, guys, that's the ground floor. I'm just going to recap, actually. So you have a good look around. Living room, family room, whatever you want to call it. But this is the one at the front. You come back out, you've got inner passage. On the plans, this inner passage could be created with ensuite utility as well. You've got to check out those plans if you ever want to extend on it. Courtyard, planning permission. That's lapsed, so you'd have to redo it again. Stairs going up to one of the first floors. Come back out, remember that attractive windowsill, pane. This is the current living room with that feature fireplace. Come back out on yourself again into the purple room. Let's call that lock and key, but look at that. Beautiful dining room. Stunning. Lovely flooring all the way through. Lovely windows, full of character. And out we go into the kitchen, dining room. And that's the recap of the ground floor. So I hope you enjoyed the tour so far as much as I have, guys, of this beautiful Grade 2 listed handsome townhouse in Melksham. Let's go upstairs to the first floor and explore. So we come back out on ourselves. And then what we're going to do, guys, as promised, let's go up to that first floor. We'll have a good squiz around up here and take you through what the property has to offer. Radiator on the landing. Obviously you can see there's a door that's going to link into one of the bedrooms, which I'll show you in a minute. There's another staircase that's going to take you to 2 bedrooms up there. There's a bedroom in there and there's more in here to look at. While we're here, let's just explore this door here. Here we can see a little cloakroom. So low level WC, pedestal wash and basin, little ladder style radiator. Window, they're not double glazed, that window, it's just an obscure glazed window. Come back out on yourself, there's the cloakroom. This then takes you to the first floor of the landing. Come back on yourself, and what we're going to do, I'm going to pop the camera into this room. So this is one of the double bedrooms. This is the main bedroom I think they use as their master bedroom. There's 4 like this, they're all a good size, and they've got en suites as well. There's the pussycat, absolutely beautiful cat. I don't think that cat's going to move. They all like the heat. So the second house now that I've taken on today with cats. So it's definitely a cattery theme today. And look at those lovely windows at the front there. And I was standing just outside at the front. You could see the double fronted property. You know, it's a very handsome looking property. Built-in wardrobe. Turn the camera around. I've done this for a reason. No lights. Look how light that is. And it's coming from here. These two. And you've got thick, dark, very dark curtains. But it's still very well lit. And I like that. I like to show the natural light. You can't always get away with it with properties, but this one you can for this room. But what a good sized room this is. Love this room. Plenty of areas there for your wardrobe. Miss the cat. And of course, if I turn this on, what you're going to get, there's your ensuite. Shower screen, pedestal wash and basin. There is a radiator there. If I step back on myself, there you can see, there's your loo. And up there you can hear the extractor fan. So that's the bedroom number 1, let's call it, with the ensuite. I'm just going to turn that off. Say hello to Pussycat again. Come back out on yourself. Just see the size of that room. Back out into that first floor landing. And we're going to go into another double bedroom. And it is a double bedroom. Love the feature to that window. Look at the windowsill. Put your bed there. Again, it brings in natural light. It's just lovely little features. And it's a quirky property. It's got these mannerisms, these idiosyncrasies that show its charm. And I love that. Look at the stair. You know, you've got an area there under the stairs. It doesn't have to be perfect. None of these properties are perfect. Absolutely brilliant. That's what we want to see, character. But I love that. There's some wooden flooring again going through here. Before we go in there, I'm just going to turn the camera around again, just so you can see bedroom. Let's call this bedroom 2. It doesn't have to be bedroom 2. It could be bedroom 4. They're all pretty decent size, to be fair. Now, I'll tell you the reason also why the owners are moving, guys. They're moving because they had a lot more children when they bought this property. It's 2 of them, the koi carp and the cat. So it's too big. They want something smaller, otherwise they won't move. In fact, the lady owner is very taken. It's an emotional thing for her. She absolutely adores this property, so she's not letting this go easily. So when you're interested, make sure you show your interest, because it's a perfect property for a family or somebody who wants that charm. And I'm in love with it, and I always have been. Just come back out into the ensuite. There's little steps that you're going to go down. So if you're doing viewings, just if you can remember the steps, we'll try and take you through it. Little sunken bath. Again, into the character, beams, loo. Little window down there, cute. Flooring, and it's bowed a little bit, but I think this is the pipes and it's heated. I'm not an expert, but I'm just showing you. But you'd expect that with an old property. There's your low-level WC. Down there on the left, there's your wash and basin and radiator. And in here, haven't turned on the light, I can't find it, but it's actually a laundry room. Let me see if I can find the light. You'd think I would know, wouldn't you? It's usually... There we go. How cool is that? Your very own laundry room from your bedroom. You've got some piping, you've got, you know, dishwasher. But this is what it was sold as, the laundry room, when we sold it to these guys, because it was typically used as a laundry room. We could call it a laundry room area. It's just, you know, it's just something that we've continued with. I'm just going to turn that off again, bring the camera back out on myself, so you can see. It's like an ensuite bathroom, this one, isn't it? Rather than a shower. But I think this would suit an older guy, you know, a boy, girl, bit of space. Again, want that double bedroom, so it'd be perfect for them. So just showing you one more time, coming around. And you know what? Last but not least, where are we going to go next? We're going to go up these slightly steeper stairs to that second floor. Before we get up to that second floor, just want to show you where we came up again. From that inner passage up the stairs, loo, bedroom 2, bathroom in there, sunken, bedroom 1, ensuite in there. Pussycat's still there, definitely not moving. So now for the other 2 bedrooms, we're going to go up these stairs. There's a little rope here. They're just slightly more elevated. So if you've got problems with your knees, maybe you won't like this. But if you've got kids or older children like these guys did have, let's look in here first. This is a beautiful room. Look at that fireplace. Look at the stonework. And in you come. In you come. And if I find the light, look at the size of this. Woo! Amazing. Bit colder up here because I don't think the heat's on. You see the original fireplace there? Don't know if that's original, but again, it looks like it. Don't quote me on it. It only looks like it these days. I've got to show you, and if that's original, it's a bonus. If not, still looks good. Built-in wardrobe. Let's pop that camera out there, just so you can see. Look at the character. Even outside's got the character. And do you know what gets me about Melksham? If this was in Laycock or Corsham, you know, and it was the older part, people would be swarming all over this. Well, let me tell you, Melksham's got its own charm, and it's got a lot of character, and it's very resilient because people don't realise this stuff is here. What a beautiful home to own. And yet, you get more bang for your buck. Because if you put this in Devizes, you put it in any other town, it's worth a lot more money than what we're marketing for. It's a very reasonable price, which is why the market town of Melksham is such an attraction. We're bringing in buyers from all over the country because it's a decent town, it's flat, it's easy to get to. And the people are tremendous as well. There's a very good family feel around in Melksham. There's my pitch, just thought I'd say. Come back out into the landing area, just to finish it all off, because we have a little ensuite here. You call it Jack and Jill if you want, because it comes from the landing into the bedroom. Loo. Loo is a loo. There is a radiator to behind the door. And there is an extractor fan up there as well. And of course, shower screen from the landing. It's not modern, this isn't mod cons, this is quirk, this is space. This is lifestyle move. And look at the size of this other bedroom. So come on guys, I don't think I can say much more than I already have about this property. I think it's amazing. I'm just going to pop the camera out on this angle so you see the front. And that property there I had sold also. That was called the Old Forge years ago. And that again is full of character. They're all full of character along here, which is why this one is a grade 2 listed building. And I just love coming back to my properties that I'd sold before. It's great that we get the trust of these clients. We want to build this trust with any of you buyers as well. So you're part of the Lock and Key family. Before we go anywhere, we just need to go back outside to have a look at that parking that we discussed. So we're just going to go through this kitchen because I love it. We're going to open up this door. And I'm just going to take you back outside through here. And I've just stopped you there because I want you to hear. We're near the town. What can you hear? Just pointing out, there's going to be some road noise. you're always going to hear road noise. But we're in a town. I can just hear the fishes, a bit of road noise. Not a lot else. Just pointing that out. That's the piggery, which we'll just go and have a little squiz at. Go through these gates again. And then want to show off. Remember, we were coming in from that way. Coming in. I just want to show off all this again. Oak framed garage. Yeah, I bet you think you can't even get a car in here, do you? So let me just show you something, guys. What do you reckon? Here it is. Big enough. Bit of power in there. Garage should be big enough. All connected. Put a car in here, no problem. No problem. Unless you've got a limo, then I can't beat that. It's big enough for a car. Close it up. Just come back out on yourself just so you can see the parking. You might have to move your cars around, you might have to reverse, you might have to do this. But you're hardly pirouetting for an hour. Balancing on your toes. There's your carport. That attractive piggery. Really would like someone to make something of that. I know it could be a project. I don't know. Something tells me it could. So let's have a little look inside if it's open, and it should be. Because I know my mate would have done that for me. And there we are. Got the old flooring there. Obviously it's storage, it's workbenches. There is a bit of power actually in here. And there's the power on. Up there, you got a bit of storage. This is the old piggery. Bless it. Bless it, bless it, bless it. And there, guys, in a nutshell, is the property of 59 King Street. I really hope you've enjoyed the tour as much as I have. I really have. It's a pleasure to market this again for these clients. They're existing clients. They have been for many, many years, and it's always nice to get these things back on the books. So, guys, just give me a nudge. It's Nigel, Lock and Key Independent Estate Agents on 01225 707 342. Anything that you want to ask me, feel free to give me a nudge. Please stay safe, guys. I really look forward to hearing from you.